to the Texas South Plains Honor Flight Telethon. Brought to you by BMW of Lubbock.
855-367-6430 or text Honor Flight to 53555. Please join us in making this trip of a lifetime happen. You saw President Trump laying a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier earlier. You're going to see a story coming up about the Honor Flight laying a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. That's an incredible opportunity that you can make happen. We want to thank everyone who's donated today. We want to be real with you, though. The Honor Flight budgeted $42,000 in just calls and texts today. We were about $23,000 when we began the 5 o'clock newscast. So we got to double that, of course, by the end of the day. So please join us in making this trip of a lifetime happen.
Those donations mean so much. Maurice Stanley is here with Jerry's Barbershop. And Maurice, thank you so much each and every year what you do for the Honor Flight. Tell me about this check.
Well, we've been doing this since 2014, and we've made an effort to collect money to send these guys to Washington. I think it's important. I think it's one of the best things that Lubbock has to offer, and I think it means a lot to the guys. I've been on 3 of these flights as a guardian, and I've seen what it means to them, and I want to continue to help them get there if we can.
What does it mean to them?
Well, I think it's, in a lot of ways, it's closure. Some of them, I know the second year I went, I was a guardian for a Vietnam combat vet, and it really was, a part of closure to him. And he got an opportunity to lay the wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown. And he told me that was the first time that he had ever felt any appreciation for what he did in Vietnam. Wow. And I think that was that's when it really hits home, is what these guys go through and what it's meant. You know, they didn't get a really good homecoming when they came home, and now it's time that we can take them up there and what you guys have done. And when they come back to the airport and they get here, it's really a special deal.
Maurice, thank you so much. Thank you to all of those who make donations there at the barbershop. Every dollar counts. Thank you, Maurice.
Go put some money in its bubblegum jar. Thank you. Thank you, Maurice.
Okay.
You know, we can confidently say that each Honor Flight trip is unique with a different group of veterans.
And each trip brings about its own special moments we're grateful to capture.
For the old guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, every step is perfect and precise. Except when they perform a subtle scrape along the ground. It's a salute to the men and women who've also served their country.
Really quite an honor. It was a pretty solemn ceremony, wasn't it?
Army veteran Bill Walton was one of 4 Honor Flight veterans with the rare opportunity to lay a wreath at the tomb inside Arlington National Cemetery.
I really felt privileged to be able to do that.
One of the few female sentinels among the guard was there to lead the South Plains Honor Flight and a women's flight from another part of the country. Amid the silence, Walton says a few whispers from her helped them navigate the hallowed ground.
I thought all 4 of us that marched out there, we, as older guys, we were glad that we all stayed upright during the ceremony.
Donnie Thomas was one of those older guys. He says he was shocked when he was told he would help lay the wreath.
I was blown away. I really was.
And now where presidents and world leaders have paid respects to the remains of the fallen only known to God, these veterans too remember and honor on the Honor Flight.
It means everything. I mean, I'm glad they picked me to go on it. It's the first time I've been to Washington, D.C.
And while the Honor Flight began with a goal to take World War II veterans to their memorial, that tradition continues, despite the loss of the greatest generation. At 93 years old, our oldest veteran, George Speck, laid the wreath there.
I was only a child during World War II, but my oldest brother was a Marine in it. My next brother down was in the Army Air Force in England.
He served in both Korea and Vietnam, thinking about all who didn't make it home as he stands among the wall of stars.
I have a nephew that didn't make it. I had quite a few people I knew in Vietnam that didn't make it back. Luckily, I wasn't one of them.
Learning of that sacrifice is the youngest person on the flight, 17-year-old Abigail Verrett, who carried in the wreath. She's a guardian for her grandfather, veteran Ronnie Bradley.
I'm so proud of her, and I'm so proud that she was asked to do that.
Bradley said he wanted her to come with him to see these solemn places, but this was unexpected.
And it's more than what I can imagine that it would be, even for me. And maybe this is something that she'll remember me with for a long time.
And remember the sacrifices of so many heroes.
To be able to lay the wreath, especially for family members and people who have protected and served our country, is really such an honor.
It just can't get any better than this.
These are just a few of the special moments for special people. Heroes no matter their service.
People often ask me, what did I do? I worked in a chaplain's office and I threw typewriters at the enemy.
And for veterans who've been to D.C. before, they haven't been on the honor flight.
I've been to see some of the places, sir. This is one of the newest ones for me. But I always felt like some of the younger folks that didn't have a chance to come and see all of the memorials and so forth. I just thought, well, let some of those people do it. And then I found out that there's more to it.
More to this trip of a lifetime, made possible by generous donors and volunteer staff.
It's mind-boggling, and it's all volunteer work. That gives you an indication of people in Lubbock that care about individuals who reside in this city.
Absolutely. And you care about these veterans when you call and you donate, or you text and you donate, or you donate online. And we want to thank the Snyder Rat Pack Car Club for putting every year to donate to the honor flight, and of course $13,000. That is huge. Again, we are tallying your donations that you call in and text today, so please support the honor flight.
You know, we call it a trip. I'm getting the honor flight allergies. We call it a trip, but as Maurice mentioned, it is so much more. It's closure for so many of our veterans, especially our Vietnam vets. And I have been honored to be on more than a dozen trips with our veterans. And every trip is different, and every trip has different stories, because every veteran has different stories. And you truly, when I say this, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, you make this trip possible for our veterans. You give them closure, and we truly get to experience that and see it and hear it, especially at the foot of the wall, when we have veterans who find a name and simply touch it and leave their emotions there and finally get that peace.
And you'll see that part of our trip coming up at 6, so please continue to call, please continue to text, and join us coming up at 6 for that story. But for now, we're going to send it to Shania for the weather.